It's day 5 of my 2026 challenge to walk, jog, or hike 1,000 miles.
All right, big challenge day today because it's the first work day that I'm needing to film and produce, get something out, and from a timing perspective, I'm not sure how it's going to work. So starting a little earlier this morning, set the alarm at 6:30, woke up at 6:20, which was great. Out the door before 7. I'm not running today because I gotta be honest, I'm really sore. I need to get this done quick, so I'm just walking really fast. I didn't get my Holland in. I'm not bringing Monty. I'm trying to just get it done quickly. So bear with me here this morning. All right, 28 minutes in. Been running a little bit, about 1.8, almost 2 miles. Raw dogging it again today. No ears, nothing in my ears, just my thoughts. And I've been thinking about this podcast that my wife shared with me yesterday. I got back from my 3 mile and she's up in our bedroom stretching and getting her day going. And she's like, "Mark, you won't believe what Apple served to me this morning. They served me this podcast. Let's listen to it." So I'm tired and I sit down and listen to this podcast with her. And it's this guy, his name is Martinus Evans. And he started the Slow AF Run Club. This guy, incredible storyteller. He was about 360, almost 400 pounds, and went to his doctor. Doctor told him he's fat, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna start running marathons." And the doctor laughed at him and said, "That's probably not a good idea, given your weight." And but he persevered. He tells a story about the first time he went into his little gym or whatever it is, I think where he lived, or maybe he was traveling. And he gets on the treadmill between these two guys that are on there already running. He called them the gazelles. They're running at 9 and 10 minute mile paces. And he's looking at him and he's like, "Oh, okay, if they're doing 9 and 10, maybe I can do 7. Huh. I guess he fell, got out of there quick as an embarrassment, and just, the storytelling is great. But what I'm really interested in with this guy is that he said it started as the weight loss. He needed to lose weight. But it ended up being that he enjoyed the running. He enjoyed going to races. He would hang at the start in the very back, and he would just hang with those people. And he loved the camaraderie. So I just thought it was more about the journey for him and the perseverance of getting through people's doubting. He tells a great story about why people question and why people doubt. And he equated to a baby. He says, a newborn baby just learning to walk, when that baby's trying to walk and it falls for the first time, you don't yell at it and say, "See, you can't do it. You don't have muscles. You don't have coordination. Get up." You don't start yelling at it. You encourage it. And he equated the same thing in his running. So I thought that was interesting how, as humans, we're conditioned to sort of push and grit it out. But how little encouragement there is really for folks. I love that he developed an app. He wrote a book. I'll put his name in maybe the podcast in the notes section. But he developed his app for people who run or walk 18-minute miles. Hey, that's me. I'm probably 15, 16. I've gotten down to 14, but those are my peeps. This is every race, every 5K, 10K, half marathon. Marathon is sort of structured around 10-minute mile paces. So he's always at the back of the pack, which I'm guessing that's where I'll be, but that's okay. So I just thought it was great interaction with my wife and I. What really came about of it as well is, why did Apple serve her that podcast yesterday, given my journey? Let's be clear, my wife has really no idea about what I've been producing so far. She's seen one short that I did, because I wanted to give her just a glimpse of it. And she admits, she's like, I'm not the person to find this stuff, because she's like, I don't even know where to start looking. So she's on her phone a lot, but isn't one to search out stuff like that. So very strange that Apple found her this specific podcast, because it related so much to me in my journey. So I thought that was just an interesting story today. And that's what I'm thinking about as I'm walking out here alone with my thoughts on a Monday morning. All right,